Hey everyone, and welcome back. Now today we're going to be talking about the Virtuals protocol again, because the more research I do into this and the more I take a look, well, one, not only is the chart looking unstoppable, but two, just looking into the software and the product and the app and all the stuff that they're building, it's really, really interesting. And it just kind of gives me the type of sense that it could run to $100 billion plus market cap, just because of how it's set up, all the stuff it's doing, some of the initial traction that we've seen, a lot of some really, really crazy stuff. And so I want to talk a little bit more about that and just give you guys some more information of kind of what we're seeing so far. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in. So starting out, what we can see is Virtuals up 2.3% on the day. Decent overall. I mean, I would say this is very, very tame for what we've seen over the past, I don't know, several weeks from Virtuals. Things looking really good. We can see Move and BGB and Hex kind of the ones leading the way. I guess GT we could throw in there also. But overall, kind of a mainly down day on the market. More red than green. Obviously, we can see in the week two, far more red than green. We can see Virtuals, one of the very few that is up on the week, which is looking pretty good. But if we look at the month, I mean, boom, almost 500% up. So anyway, I wanted to look a little bit more into it. We have done a previous video on it. Overall, I think this is one that is definitely worth, a second look and talking a little bit more about it. And so, but looking on the chart here, we can see, coming back up into the 320s-ish range, we can see previous highs were sitting about 330. So, very, very close to previous all-time highs. We could see in this recent crash back down, we did actually see prices down at $2, even kind of a secondary dip here down at the 220 range. So if you were paying attention, you could have gotten into Virtuals at a pretty decent, discounted rate, I guess you could say. So overall, things looking good. We can see, we did see the Bollinger Bands looking pretty aggressive, but at least on the hourly, it's done a pretty good job of kind of, again, staying within. When it bounces to the bottom, it usually kind of comes back towards the center. We've kind of seen this pretty consistently all the way back through, at least from what we've been able to see. If you are wanting to trade Virtuals, again, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, anything that you might be interested in, you can feel free to use my BTCC link in the description below. I am still working with BTCC in addition to the extra up to $10,055 in bonuses. They are doing a 10% bonus on first-time deposits, which is a really, really good deal. You don't have to do anything with some of these. They have volume minimums you have to hit and stuff like that. But with this, you don't have to do anything other than just deposit money. And so if you were to put, let's say $5,000, and you would get $500 in essentially extra trading, money that you could use. And from there, I mean, it basically becomes your money at that point. So definitely a really, really good deal if that is something you're interested in. BTCC has also been around for 13 years. So if this is something you are interested in, I mean, they've been around probably longer than most of us have been in crypto, so definitely have the kind of the track record to prove that they're not going to be one of those here today, gone tomorrow type of exchanges. Also, they have 300 plus crypto futures, so if there's anything that you're looking to trade, they probably have it. Also up to 500x leverage. Again, I would strongly discourage you using leverage this high. Anything above 10 to 20x is really probably you need to really, really know what you're doing and have a reason as to why you're doing it. And then frankly, any leverage at all, you really you need to understand leverage, how it works, how to trade it, all that type of stuff. Also, no VPN or KYC necessary if that is something that kind of stands out to you. Now, looking at Virtuals protocol, we can see a couple different things. One, most importantly, it is fully diluted. In my opinion, that's a really, really good thing. If we look at the chart here, we can see, I mean, just absolutely booming over the past 3 months. 3 months ago, the price was at 4 cents, and now it's at $3, getting very, very close to 100x if you'd been in Virtuals for that period of time. As we were talking about, you could see, very, very close to all-time highs based on CoinGecko. We are seeing that it's actually almost breaching new all-time highs, not quite, but we did see a really strong pullback kind of between the highs. And so this was something that's, if you were looking to get into Virtuals at a potentially somewhat decent discount, over 50% in the span of 4 days, not bad. Not bad overall if that's something that you're looking to get into. And so 30% or something in the span of 4 days, not bad overall. If that's something that that you had your eye on, could have been a good opportunity. We may potentially see further pullbacks. Very, very, very hard to say. But overall, I mean, it's held up really strong, looking really, really good. As we discussed prior, we can see that there's a lot of different agents going on within this kind of Virtuals protocol. We can see inferences continuing to go up through a lot of these. Game kind of being the biggest one that a lot of people are kind of tuned into. AIXBT is technically bigger by market cap, but not as many inferences. Prefrontal cortex convo agent is kind of the next in terms of inferences, and then Luna has been another one, kind of more of an entertainment type of bot. From my understanding, Luna runs her own X account and all this type of stuff. These are fully autonomous agents that kind of just go and do their own thing. Pretty cool overall. If we go into the prototype agents, so these are ones that are already active and doing things. The prototype agents are ones that you could essentially kind of help crowdfund and have ownership in. Some of these are really interesting. We can see like they've got a lot more of these like investment type bots. I think Sequoia is an investment AI. We have seen some AI agents actually doing particularly well with investing. Truth Terminal, I believe, is another AI agent that has been doing pretty well with essentially managing its own portfolio. Something that's very, very interesting that I think we might continue to see kind of going on into the future is maybe we start to see AI agents managing more money and more investment portfolios than what we would have seen kind of previously in the past. You know, I know we've been talking about robo investing for 20 years or so, but like this is actually it, right? I mean, previously robo investing was mainly just, I don't know, like algorithm investing, but this is like truly a like robot AI type of agent going in and investing and doing this all this type of stuff. So we kind of talked about all this before. What I want to talk about now though is we can see the various different types of different like AI agents that you can create, right? I mean, there's productivity, there's entertainment, we've got creative, we've got information, there's a whole bunch of different types and a whole bunch of different like reasons to use it. I mean, here we've got on-chain. I mean, there's a bunch of different things we can see. And also the total market cap within this ecosystem definitely like going up pretty dramatically. We can see in 24 hours, Iona's up 50%, 30% for Olin, 20% on Sequoia, 70% on Music, 70% on Neurobro, 40% on prefrontal cortex convo agent. Tons of things going on. And so what we are seeing is we're seeing a ton of money flow into the virtuals ecosystem, as well as a ton of money flowing into just the virtuals protocol price. Now, part of the interesting thing about virtuals protocol price is all of these virtuals, essentially these AI agents, require the like virtual token to actually like exist, right? And so it's doing a really interesting and really frankly good job of essentially choking the virtual price, which is obviously, of course, pushing price up. So there's a lot of different things happening. One, it's kind of like locking supply. There's more value and more reason to buy the supply, which of course, this is like mainly the reason as to why so many of these things are going up. Also, as far as the protocol is concerned, there's more AI agents. There's the ability to make more AI agents. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of introducing this flywheel that we could be seeing into the virtuals price. Now, that's why I want to talk about it today, is because obviously, you know, at this point in the cycle, it's sitting at about $3 billion in market cap, but this is something that I think we could potentially see it hitting $100 billion plus if the marketplace really does kind of take off, and we're seeing a lot of these very successful and frankly useful AI agents on the virtuals protocol. Because again, we have to remember that there is a reason to own these AI agents. Is if these AI agents are useful, they generate money because people are paying them for their services. Well, the money that's generated actually gets distributed out to the owners of these particular virtuals. And so this is something to me that is a really, really interesting idea, and something that we could see as a narrative really, really take off massively. And also, I think, draw in a ton of investment dollars. Because if you think, you know, if I'm going to speculate on some, you know, I think in last video we used the fitness AI agent as an example, right? If I'm going to speculate of creating this AI, like this fitness AI agent, and it can make, you know, $100 today, but people are, I think they think it's cool, the app is useful, people continue to like essentially use this AI agent for fitness, all this type of stuff, more people start to pay money. Well, then obviously the amount of money that this AI agent is earning continues to go up, and the people who are holders in this AI agent, the value of their essentially stake in this agent continues to go up as well, because the money that they're earning goes up, right? Very, very simple process, very simple like understanding of like how this type of stuff works. This is basically how the stock market works. It's not totally how the crypto market works, just because there is so much speculation, and obviously there's going to be a level of speculation kind of overlaid with a lot of the stuff that we're talking about here. But hopefully you can see how this could potentially have this kind of flywheel effect between both narrative as well as like actual fundamentals that make sense, where we could see virtuals fly to some ridiculously staggering prices. And so this is something I'm keeping a very, very close eye on, and potentially, you know, as we start to continue to see these big dips, which I'm sure we will continue to see, I might continue to like, you know, pack my bags for something like this, because there's a lot of really interesting things going on within the virtuals protocol. And I think in a way that it will actually continue to expand and continue to be like more valuable. And so anyway, hopefully you found the information in this video useful. If you did, please do give me a like and subscribe, because it really does help me out. Also, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything anything like that, just drop those in the comment section below. I do try to read and respond to all of my comments. So if you have anything you want me to see, that'd be a great way to do it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.